Ever since its inception, the World Bank has been a vital source of financial and technical assistance to developing countries around the world. Especially with regards to the Government of India, the bank is one of its committed partners and aims to achieve the mission of developing 100 smart cities within the time frame announced by the government. As a result, a national conference on knowledge management for smart cities was hosted by the bank on the 21st and 22nd of June 2017 in New Delhi.
Development without green growth is not a smart way of development.
Our smart city vision is to retain this character of the city and yet make it more smart, more livable for the citizens.
The World Bank is one of the most committed partner to assist an Indian government's mission.
I think that is commendable, and that's where we need to go.
I think it is a great opportunity for us to build capacity.
City leaders will need to consider some of the non-traditional and innovative financing arrangements.
How do you now quickly come out with detailed project reports on each of the components of smart city?
And together we can look at the mix of both the brains and the heart to make these cities that we all live in much smarter.
With the desire to extend a helping hand, the World Bank has also partnered with Government of Korea to set up a Green Growth Trust Fund to help smart city practitioners learn from experiences of leading cities globally, as well as have a regular interaction with the experts from across the globe. The World Bank took the initiative in developing the Smart Cities Knowledge Portal.
Our cities attracting a lot of people. People will be part of the cities. More than 75 to 80% of the world's population will live in cities. And ensure that the livability of a city is a positive experience.
This project started as a small pilot with 3 pilot cities, Shimla in Himachal, Panjim in Goa, and Hubli, Dharwad in Karnataka.
All these cities were actually trying to do similar kinds of things without collaborating with each other.
The practitioners are finding a lot of challenges in terms of the approach they take.
We had done some diagnostic studies, and those diagnostic studies helped us identify key areas of priorities in the pilot cities. Using those priority areas, we worked with our partners in Korea.
Within the Indian context, I think that one of the main things that the 3 cities can benefit from is the understanding of how different industries or different technologies can be combined to provide benefits.
State government officials and city officials who participated in the Korea tour were very happy to see the lessons which came out of the experiences.
The lesson from Korea is that they maximize the utility of ICT infrastructures and then using those technologies to promote quality of life in cities.
We realized that there is lots of knowledge out there. The people who started much before us have already done these things, and there are lots of very valuable learnings about do's and don'ts which could be shared with the Indian cities.
That is how we realized that it's very important to put all these lessons, the knowledge, the best practices onto a digital platform.
It is in this context that a national conference was hosted by the World Bank to launch the Knowledge Portal and to deliberate on the knowledge requirements of smart cities stakeholders across India. Commissioners from aspiring cities, CEOs of smart city SPVs, and senior officials from the government sector participated in the conference.
It has many themes and sources of knowledge and experiences, tools that city managers can use, access to experts.
If you work backwards, you will see that you need to have a lot of understanding of the philosophy behind the project, the ideology behind the project. These are things that take a lot of expertise to even get started. Obviously, these kinds of portals are going to be tremendously useful.
World Bank with its huge connections and consultants and knowledge platform can definitely bring together such expertise on one platform.
We are looking forward to some bankable projects like comprehensive mobility plan or common command and call center, so that we adopt best practices from across the globe, customize it to our needs, and then implement it locally.
The portal envisages the application of smart ICT solutions, which will enable cities to use technology, information, and data to improve better infrastructure and services.
We have multiple components in the portal where we are providing lots of information on case studies, documents, DPRs, etc. from these cities, which everybody can view.
It goes in a very seamless manner. So if you want to look at a solution, you can look at a solution. If you want to know about the experts who are providing these solutions, you can look at the expert.
Where CEOs and commissioners, where they can actually put up a blog together, where they can discuss the kind of problems they're facing in their respective cities and states and possible ways to overcome them.
We realize that these knowledge initiatives are very project-based. Once the project is over, the project comes to a close, these knowledge initiatives also come to their logical end.
To ensure that sustainability, we are using a concept of knowledge partnership, where we are asking multiple agencies who are working in the domain to collaborate to provide content.
Financial challenge, we feel we will be able to address through this partnership, where multiple stakeholders are able to contribute both through knowledge and through their financial contributions.
The technology tends to be the easy bit. It's actually the processes and the people that are the tricky bits.
The Government of India took this very bold decision of 100 Smart City mission, which is a very ambitious and a bold step. We would call very high risk, but a very high return project. So it's very important that we address the risks part very carefully so that we are able to get dividends out of these investments.
I have enjoyed hearing and discussing is the sort of notion of what's a dumb city versus what's a smart city. And from a design perspective, when you go to the extremes of the spectrum of possibility, you find out more. So if we've got dumb cities, how do we flip that to make them smart for the people who live in them?
I observed that in Korea, they measure smart water flow from the taps also, connecting it to the requirement of water level at the reservoirs. And that was a great eye-opener for me.
The spirit of this conference, it's exactly collaboration. Collaboration across borders, collaboration between stakeholders, collaboration between areas of interest. And that is the main takeaway.
More than anything, I guess meeting and learning from them is the big thing.
Cities are actually the engines of growth and economic development. And if we are able to address this and leverage this to benefit rather than face and not address it and that becoming a bottleneck, I think that is what we are trying to address through these initiatives.
It is more successful when everybody is contributing and is drawing from a resource pool like this.
I'm pretty sure that the 100 Smart City mission will succeed with a strong participation of the city leaders, also more importantly citizens.
I think India has proved to the world that it can tackle bold ideas and make them real. I think Aadhaar is one such example. I'm sure smart cities will equally provide amazing leapfrogging of opportunities for the Indian people, for growth, and to actually demonstrate to the rest of the world what's possible.
The motive and purpose of the Knowledge Portal is to strategically support the planning and implementation of the Pan-City ICT Solution Initiative to achieve the objective of the 100 Smart City mission of Government of India.